Identifying your avatar. We all want to know what the key is to targeting your audience. This must be the number one misunderstood process marketers deal with when starting to market anything online. Let's be clear, it's not a Jedi warrior secret, it is identifying your avatar. You also must realize this was not taught to any one of us unless you spent time with Yoda or a 6, 7, or 8-figure internet marketing leader. This article is going to cover many strategies with about 5 main points to get you on the way to generating leads and converting them to customers and even business partners. The conclusion will summarize these points and even give you exercises to start changing the direction of your current marketing strategy. So, let's stop wasting 80% of our time and money on the strategies most are using and are getting poor results with I want to start with mudslinging. This is defined as marketing all over the internet with ads that are not targeted to your defined avatar, hoping to find a few good ones that might stick. Not a good strategy to use if you want to be a successful online marketer and business owner. Mudslinging is where most spend about 80% of their time when working on their marketing efforts. I am guilty of this when I first started. I just wanted something to happen and have any form of what I defined as success stick so I would feel successful. Might have felt successful for a moment, but in the end it was a waste of time and resources. This is why it is fundamental to understand who your ideal customer or avatar really is. Knowing your avatar will ultimately help you become successful in your marketing efforts, both online and offline. Since your avatar is your ideal prospect, start out by creating a relationship with them by telling your story. This helps your audience get to know you and feel a connection or the ability to relate. In a nutshell, you need to learn and understand their biggest fears. Once you learn them, your story becomes a connection to their struggles and starts to open up a door to a solution, which is what you have. When telling your story, use power statements such as Jedi mindset. This power statement might not have a place in the dictionary, but it is universally known, which more important will be universally felt. Remember, internet marketing millionaires think a specific way, communicate a specific way, and show up for business each day a specific way. Successful internet marketing millionaires will tell you a basic fundamental secret. This is the case as I have asked and listened to hundreds of hours of trainings. Mudslinging will create a list of leads where 95% are broke, desperate, broke-minded tire kickers who will never buy anything from you, nor will they ever be successful entrepreneurs. I am not trying to talk negative about anyone, but simply point out what the numbers reflect. So, to get the results you want using your avatar, we will now look at a couple of question-based statements to get you thinking with the end in mind. This is the start of forming your avatar. Who is your ideal business partner? This is also your ideal customer. Who is going to easily understand the value in what you are offering? This is your ideal business partner and customer. Do they have financial resources to get them started in any business venture? They must be someone who understands the need to invest into their future success. This is another form of beginning with the end in mind. Essentially, this person must have some character traits similar to you when it comes to thinking like an entrepreneur. Even if they are rusty, this can be stripped away as they decide to grow as an entrepreneur. I have found that those who are successful in their career and hold themselves to a high standard are entrepreneur incubators. If you select one or two demographics and learn how to market to them, you are optimizing your time and marketing resources. Some suggestions for demographics to focus on are existing or former business owners, realtors and investors, network marketers, corporate executives, salespeople, directors, managers, and all business professionals working their skill in a corporate environment. Focus your efforts on learning their pain points, bring it to their attention, and offer them a potential solution. Your avatar represents the world your prospect is living in. This is the language you must learn to speak in all of your marketing efforts once you select your one or two demographics to focus on. Lastly, for this section, your domain name should speak to your avatar. Write down the domain name you would like to use. Does it speak to a select few, or is it broad? Does it seem to sling mud or hit your avatar's bullseye? The focus of any great marketing is to speak to your prospect's world, to understand their wants in that world and what needs and problems they are having. If you don't know your avatar, how can you speak to their world? When you help them solve their problems and fulfill their needs, you will make money. This means that any type of advertising media you send out must target their problems or cause of unhappiness. In conclusion, let me share with you some exercises I do to help identify my avatar. I use a set of questions. Who is your buyer and what is their age? What do they do for a living and what is their monthly income? What bothers them most about life right now? What excites them more than anything else in the world? What terrifies them and keeps them awake at night? What books do they read and what do they do for entertainment? What is the number one problem in their life right now that if you could solve, they would pay you any amount of money you asked for? What you want to do now is use these questions to create a profile for your avatar that you are targeting in each niche you select. Write an ad or headline that would speak to their pain. Get a domain name that represents the answer to the questions you just created for your avatar's niche. Lastly, locate places online to advertise to your ideal prospect now that you know who they are.